Hello everyone. Today I'm moved to talk about how to look after your children in the UK. You know, this is a very sensitive topic, especially for those that are new in the UK. Okay, this topic is, to be honest, even myself, I'm still learning, but I think with experience of being in the UK, and not just being in the UK, with my line of profession, I think this topic is worth exploring, especially for immigrants. So if you're an immigrant, do well to listen to this video because it will go a long way to help every one of us. Okay, let's talk about those arriving in the UK. We understand that culture shock, especially for Africans, immigrants, culture shock in terms of how you train your children back then, maybe in your various country, be it Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, name the country, there are a list of it. Okay, it's way different. I mean, the way we look after our children here is different. So for instance, normally, I wouldn't even say normally, but if you normally scold your children by maybe raising your voice, is a no here. Is something you wouldn't do here. If you normally smack your children, let's say smack them in the butt, so maybe raise your hand or anything, you cannot do it here. You cannot do it here, because if you do, the law will come for you, and there will be a lot of implications the moment your children says that to any adult or professional, or even in school. Okay, the system here doesn't allow that. There are various ways of bringing up your children, which I will be explaining in my next video, but for today, let's talk about what you shouldn't do. Okay, so I've said you shouldn't raise your voice, you shouldn't smack your children, you shouldn't use punishments that it's not ideal. You shouldn't use canes, any weapons at all. You shouldn't use that. But there are other ways you can do that. There are other ways you can talk to a child. There are other ways we'll talk about that in a separate video, but for today, let's talk about things you shouldn't do. You shouldn't lock up your child. You shouldn't leave them to themselves, like for instance leaving the house alone without an adult looking after your children, so long as they are not an adult. You shouldn't leave them by themselves. It's a no here, okay, in the UK. So there are also you shouldn't, I mean, you should look after your children. They shouldn't be left unkept, especially their hair, their uniforms. They should always be looking neat, especially when they are going to school, even in the house. Okay, because these are things professionals outside will look at. If your child, for instance, comes to school, first thing the teacher wants to do is to look them from head to toe, even nails. They'll look at their nails, even their dressing. Are they shabby in dressing? Are they not looking neat or tidy at all? So these are the things we should watch out for. Okay, and also if you're the type that would give your child plates to wash, cup to wash, all sort of jobs, adult jobs, is a no here. It's not to say that you wouldn't train your child to build skills, or to build skills like doing chores. No, it's to say that a child should be a child. A child should not go wash plates, cook food, wash clothes. You know what I mean? Okay, so They should be children. However, they can help with chores. It's very important they help in chores to keep that independent skills. So for the sake of this video not being long, I will just stop here and we'll continue again. Just because I was moved to make this video, you know, a lot of people has reached out to me. Oh, Martha, you know, it's different here in the UK. How do we support our children to be sure that we don't get into trouble? How are we doing the right thing? So I thought I should do this video as a preamble. In my next video, I will be doing part 2 of this, and subsequent videos I will be doing things, you know, you can do, you know, to step up and support your child, things that, you know, are ideal. Like if you want to tell your child that what you did is wrong, you should take responsibility of it. Instead of using different punishment, you can just take away their toys, take away things they love temporarily, not, you know, not doing it in such a way that the child will be emotionally affected. So I'll stop here, and in my subsequent video we'll talk about the rest. Okay, all right, see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.